right, guys, it is bright as hell, but this video is gonna be super exciting. If you didn't know, I had a spine injury about a year ago, and I used to be able to deadlift 675 pounds, 545 pounds, bench 315, and there's a lot of people with spinal injuries, so I thought I could do this video of a little bit of spinal rehab, what I've been able to do the past year to be able to squat again 500 pounds. I did that like 4 or 5 days ago. We're still not totally healed yet or anything like that, but we're on the way. And we are doing 1,000 weighted pull-ups because we are still going after that pull-up record. So just thought it could be a cool little motivational, informational video if you have a spinal injury, disc injury, that sort of stuff, some things in the gym that I've done that helped out. So first off, doing a little bit of a leg workout, gonna walk you through that. Then we're gonna get into 1,000 weighted pull-ups, do some cool stuff. But right now, let's go to the gym. I cannot see because it's bright as fuck. All right, so we're at the gym. So there's 3 main things that I want to talk about with back injury recovery. It's going to be exercises, what not to do and to do, and stretching. So number 1, exercises. This was one of the things that took me a while to learn, but do not do the things that hurt. So squat, deadlift, out of the picture right now. So as much as you want to do it, cannot squat, cannot deadlift. I was gearing up for a 700-pound deadlift when I snapped up my back. I think I did not deadlift for about 6 months. I did not squat for 5. So as much as it sucked, you cannot do those movements because your spine is shooting out of your back. So do not squat, do not deadlift. You may, as long as the pain is manageable, leg press, hack squat, pendulum squat, that sort of thing. That is what I did to keep that motion, that mobility, that strength in the squatting pattern. So exercises to do instead. Romanian deadlift. Start light, use good form, but Romanian deadlift is going to be one of the keys to keeping your back healthy. You do not want to never go in a bending movement. You want to get your strength back in that hinging pattern. So Romanian deadlifts, whether dumbbell or barbell, keep the form good. Put the pressure on your hamstrings and your glute, because what tends to happen is that when you have a back injury, your glutes, your hamstrings, they tend to kind of fall asleep because your body's overcompensating. So you want to put yourself in that position as long as there's not a lot of pain, and slowly gain the strength back in there. Romanian deadlift, hack squats are also super good. Hip thrusts. Hip thrusts on a machine, and also body weight, single leg hip thrusts. These things are going to be very important along with your Romanian deadlift. So Romanian deadlift, dumbbell or barbell, hip thrust, machine with weight. So get stronger on those, get the glutes activated. Single leg hip thrust, body weight, and you can also do just normal body weight hip thrust if the machine is too bad. But along with that, do your other leg exercises. Leg curls, super helpful, any variation, leg extension, that sort of stuff. But do these exercises because you do want to keep the strength in those movement patterns in your legs. 3, stretches. All right, so I'm gonna go over some, I'm gonna put some on the screen, but it's kind of a yoga stretch. It's like a downward dog or something. Do those are super helpful. Foam roll, for the love of God, please foam roll, right? So foam roll, downward dog. Do one where your leg is kind of crossing your body. Get your adductors, abductors, all that stuff working, because you just don't want to get locked up and have everything be super tight. But in short, on the medical side too, what is going to be probably one of the most important, along with doing your due diligence on your stretching and your exercises, is something that helped me a ton is spinal decompression. So I did 6 months of spinal decompression. You're going to see it on the screen. But spinal decompression, I did that like 1 or 2 times a week. It is super, super helpful. But it is something that is going to be very, very good with getting your disc back in your vertebrae. So if you have a spinal injury and are looking along the medical route, do not go into surgery. Try physical therapy, chiropractor, spinal decompression. It works wonders. And I think doing the spinal decompression with the Romanian deadlifts, with the hip thrusts, all that stuff has allowed me to get back up to a 500-pound squat, a 600 deadlift. It still hurts. I'm not fully healed or anything, but it is way better than it was when I first started. So just some tips there. We're going to get on to the 1,000 weighted pull-ups. We got to beat Goggins' record, so we're going to swing over to that. All right, we are starting 1,000 weighted pull-ups. We have our timer. We are still trying to do 5 to 6 per minute on the minute to beat Goggins. We have our little sponges if I need them. rise, banana, athletic tape to dog up my hands, but 5 to 6 minute on the minute per minute. We're gonna see how long I can do that. I'm projecting it's gonna take me 2.5, 3 hours, 15 minutes ish, but yeah, let us start.
Tears on the mausoleum floor, blood stains the Coliseum doors, lies on the lips of a priest, Thanksgiving disguised as a feast, rolling in the Rolls Royce Corniche, only the doctors got this, I'm hiding from police, cocaine seats, all white like I got the whole thing bleached, drug dealer chic.
1 hour in, about 360 pull-ups, and hands are getting torched, so I had to use the old sponge method.
And I know you hear my sneaks. Jesus was a carpenter, Yeezy, lay beats, overflow the Holy Ghost, get the hell about your seats. Preach.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer?
So we are about the 2 hour mark, over 700 right now. We are currently dying. I finished my banana. So noted, I need more bananas and I need stuff to have my hands not fall apart. Update, dying, this blows, but we're gonna get it done. I saw this quote too. It was something along the lines of, the best, give yourself the gift of being able to tell your past self you gave it your all. That's pretty important, so we're gonna do that shit. Look at this contraption. Sponge in the strap. Double wrapped. All right, last set till 1,000 pull-ups.
Coke on a Lex, yeah, made it strike like a zebra. All that jungle fever. All that threesome, just roll the weed up until I get me some.
Let's see what the back pump looks like after 1,000 pull-ups.
And deception is the only felony. To never fuck nobody without telling me.
All right, we're gonna see how good the back pump is after doing 1,000 weighted pull-ups. I feel like Rock Lee.
Wonder if they got calves still. Think about the girl in all leopard.
Think that's enough of that. 1,000 pull-ups, slow and steady, 2 Goggins. Think we're in a good spot. Hands are not as torched as I thought they'd be, so in a good spot. I gotta get home to the girlfriend. See you in the next one, man. I'm tired. This is just like a side thing. If you're wondering what the diet is for this, I've had pizza last night, pizza this morning, and I'm having pizza right now because I'm starving. So, diet of champions, some might say.